What's up? What's up? What's up? How we doing? I'm waking my voice up. I think my voice got cooked yesterday. Wait, we're today. Which GG are we today? I feel like we gotta show the leg tan. But at the same time, I think dressing corpo today would be nice. We haven't done that in a little bit. I was decorating yesterday. I've been dressing like shit while sick in character to reflect, you know, how I'm feeling. Ren, thank you for the 2-3. Comrade, thank you for the resub. I haven't been streaming this as much because I've been, like, I've still been playing just as much, but I've been waking up late a lot of days. I've been sleeping in from being sick. Like, my body's just exhausted. So, you know, I wasn't, like, getting up, then eating, then getting shit done, then getting here. I was just kind of, like, waking up and then coming right here, you know? So I was like, I'm not gonna stream it if I... if my brain's still waking up. Today I did wake up late again, but not as bad. Meetings, troubleshooting sickness. Yeah, that's the other thing. I was troubleshooting 3D, so I wasn't going to be, like, live on this channel while doing that, because I was troubleshooting on the side while farming. I've been doing the most boring stuff, really, just, like, keeping the farm going. Though I've been doing more jobs. But I tend to not stream this if I'm on later, like, nighttime, so... So I got some parts put back in, so I have a lot of, like, tier 3 parts in here. And, so it doesn't completely drive like shit now. Oh, Jaw last night, yeah. He's always someone I raid when I see him here and there. I realized it had been a bit, so I was like, oh man, we gotta go to Jaw. Somebody hanging out with the Apple a couple days ago, Steven Seagal. Yeah, I've been on like every night. Just, you know, some people think I haven't been on at all. I was in like someone's chat and they were like, are you okay? You haven't played in a week. And I was like, I play more hours than Buddha every week. What do you mean? I'm just on at night a lot. And I wasn't doing my early streams of it because I was sick. It's like, no, I've been around. I just do all the thankless work. Actually, a lot of it has been decorating too. I've been spending time decorating. So of course, like, literally no character can see me while I do that because I'm actually invisible. I love the Steven Seagal bit. Was that the guy who plays Shang? It sounded like his voice. I hear Helly. Barky, yeah, that's his name. I don't think Gigi has met Shang. She has, like, twice briefly, but not actually talked to him. Just seen him around, known that that guy's name is Shang, but she hasn't, like, gone to talk to him directly. Okay, I asked Apple to convert some mats for me because I needed to make keypads. Yes, it's these. Okay. Actually, you know what? This is the one that, like, Andy was like, nobody touch. I'm using this. I'll actually put this back here. And the keypads I think are in the other one. What we do? Oh, we have more in here. Wow, we have so many. Okay, we'll just use these. 4. I clicked it. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can I put on more than 10 now? 11. I can. 12, 13. No, I can only do 12 things. Okay. Well, I'll be back in 12 minutes. You were riding with Timothy once? Yeah. How's the Paloto house going? Polito house is going well. I've been working on it. I have like the first floor set up. It was supposed to be just for like me, it was my house, but Tony did the thing. Oh god, I swear no one does these. Every day I wake up and come here and plant shit. Like if you've seen me on other people's POVs, every day I do this. No one else keeps it refreshed. I didn't do it yesterday. It was like the one day I didn't, and then I wake up and it's clear like no one's touched it. At least these are 96. Every day I wake up. And you could see I've been keeping the carrots and pumpkins like up there. Whoa. Wait, where did my good pumpkins go? Oh. Okay, well. Guess I'll have to do that tonight. Yay. There you go. To be fair, there's no other way for Tony to end up with the house himself. I offered it because it has 6 garage slots, and he used to have his old Polito house, which is like a couple doors down from the one that I have, so I thought it'd be good. Today's Hangout with Lang Day, yes. Today is I'm on for like an hour and a half before swapping to main, because it's Thursday. I do that Monday, Thursdays, and then Tuesdays, Fridays, I'm on all day. Wednesday, I'm either on before the storm or not at all until late. So I don't think I'll be able to hang out with him for very long, if that's the case. Isn't he leaving? Isn't he going on vacation? He moved, so he's been so fucking busy outside of stream. He's been like his house is still in boxes, you know? like Buddha's been doing a lot. Tony's roommate gotta be something. Yeah, what I was saying was, so I was decorating the place to be for me. So now what I'm doing is I'm taking each room and I'm just adding a second thing. So I had a bedroom and I'm just adding a partition with a second bed. And then I had a room that was going to be like my LAN area, like a streamer setup. So now I just shifted to the side and put 2 there. So because I know Tony in the Clean Manor used to do his bit that he was a streamer. So I was like, you know, this is actually funny. So I'm just taking everything that I was putting in there and just like, not everything, but just like the bedroom and then the computer area. Then I'll make sure he can have some storage. Gigi, you good girl. Huh? Oh, it might be that scuff. Hold on. Tsunami? Oh, we do, oh. There she goes. And I can't make her stop doing this. She'll figure it out. Tsunami is twice a day, every 12 hours, at 1 p.m. Eastern and 1 a.m. Eastern. It was 2 p.m. Eastern, 2 a.m. Eastern, but when daylight savings hit, they kept the time and they haven't shifted it. Last time we had daylight savings, they did eventually shift it, but I actually prefer the slightly earlier storm, because then storm happens, I could do my play for an hour and then start at my 2 p.m., which was always my normal main stream start time. And like when I'm not playing GTA on main and I'm just doing it as an alt channel thing, I'd rather it like not interfere with my main channel very much. So kind of during like transition period, I was playing at 2 p.m. on this server on this channel, and then 1 or 2, honestly 2 or 3 hours later, I was playing for a couple hours. I would then swap over to main. But I wanted to kind of like slowly push my main channel schedule back to being early again. So I like this storm being right where it is. Because Speedy's always on a bit after Storm, and then Luch, right now, his schedule's early. But a lot of the time, he would get on at Storm, Harry would get on at Storm, Lang would get on at Storm. You know, a lot of people use the Storm as when they get on and not a specific time. So, I actually kind of preferred the slightly earlier one, and I hope they keep it, to be honest. Because then it's really easy for me to do my, like, 1 hour here in case anyone needs me, and then, swap back to main. Called me. That was Queenie. Around for the next hour. Not any time. Yeah, the farming is scuffed sometimes. Jason's so cute. I hope she has fun with Danks. Can see my Flashy Bashy's number. She loves calling him Flashy Washy. Me and Eve had a talk. There he is. She was like, I can't call him Clark. That's Flashy Washy. Would paneling doing it? Nah, the girl bed would do it itself anyway. It's that I walked off and then it decided to start doing the animation. Sometimes you say, yeah, plant this, and it scuffs out and it just stops and then you can't open the grow bed UI, whatever, and then you walk around and after some time it just goes, oh, this is what we were supposed to be doing. Miss Eve, me too. She's been coming around more because they bought that house together. I think she was kind of saying like she basically wouldn't really be playing on NoPixel. Like she wouldn't be coming around much if that hadn't happened because Guild is just not coming around. And everything she was doing was centered around them, you know? And she's not gonna, like, leave the guild. Because they will, you know, when something new happens, they will occasionally all come around together, you know? So in character, her, like, she's not gonna leave the guild. I also want to note, I don't know if other people have been doing much, but I've been replacing these, I've been maintaining the farm. So I really gotta talk to, like Moonshine Up was always Gigi's, but Luch and Harry were just like, we're giving the Moonshine Up to Jason and Cuddles, because I think they like actually forgot that Gigi was just in charge of it. Not that I care about it though that much. She just kind of maintains the farm. But they did that, and then they haven't like gone out of their way to recruit farmers to keep the seeds refreshed or anything, because I think the seeds appear magically refreshed to them because I always do it. But with fewer cooks being around, Jason not cooking at night, you know, it's like not always being refreshed. So I'm doing it. But if I, like yesterday, it was like the one night I didn't come back around to farm. I did other work and then was decorating. And I was like, I don't have it in me to farm right now because I wasn't going to be on that long. Because I was sick. So then I wake up and, you know, the seeds are like not really touched. So I do know Dom wanted to maybe cook, and Big Joe has been working on his here and there. If the two of them can come around and do it, it'd be good. I might actually talk to Apple about it too, because we trained him up on farming a long while ago, and ask him if he'd be cool when he's around late at night to just put one on and then come back to it later. Just don't forget about it. You know what I mean? So you're still thinking about doing the Queen Manor? It's called the Heroine House. We've been doing it. I've been slowly decorating the place. Yeah. That's just contingent on me decorating it, which I do, you know, a little bit every night. But I'm trying to do a lot with it. It's not going to be like a super simple building, so, yeah, that'll take the time it'll take. But, oh yeah, the bet was just, Tony was doing a race, and I was like, if you get first in this one, I'll give you a key to my house. You can live there. He said, all right, fuck it. All right. And then he just did it. He hit that shit. So, There you go. I was basically planning on doing that anyway, because he always wanted to have a Polito house. And when we were first deciding where to live, or I say we, I wasn't actually in the crew yet. It was like when they first were looking at houses together, just a couple of guys. Um, he kept saying like he really wanted a house in Polito. He was like, I really like Polito. And they were like, that's too fucking far. Lang was like, fuck no. So I know if he's going to live with them or if they're ever going to get a house together, whatever, like, it's not going to be Polito. So I'll let him have that. Is Eve a potential heroin house member? I showed it to her. I brought her in there. Sophia actually walked in there to drop something off for me. So she got to see her there too. I showed her what I was working on. Brought her right in. Because basically Eve had said in that conversation, I'll give a recap of the conversation Gigi and Eve had. It's not everything, but some stuff. Gigi kind of updated her on the Cypress split and told her kind of like her feelings on it. And she was the same way she was like really super honest with Tony. She was super honest with Eve because they're actually very close. Gigi and Eve are really close and people don't like know that. Gigi's like super close with everyone in the guild on a friend level. Obviously she left out anything that Eve like can't know. You know, like she did not yap to Eve about stuff that she shouldn't really be hearing about. She just told her stuff that Eve basically already heard about a lot of it, and Gigi just clarified a lot of it. You know? There were a couple things that Eve knew about that Gigi was like, I don't know why she knows about that. Like some details where she was like, yeah, that's a lot. So she just clarified that stuff because like if she already knows, then she already knows, you know, let's have her know something accurate at least instead of something that was like told in a half shitty way. So they did talk about some stuff that Gigi kind of felt like maybe she shouldn't know about, but she already knew before talking to Gigi. Because some people said some stuff. I think it was because Harry's close to Eve and Harry told her a lot. And because it was Harry, Gigi was like, okay. I think there are other people that told her some details too, from what it sounds like, but you know, I don't really know. I know she talked to Harry. Harry misses Eve. And Harry did like a come home kind of thing to Eve, and Eve was like, fuck no, it's like a lot of the old Italians. And we talked about like which Italians are in. And I was like, I don't see you working with Lucha and Vito, obviously, but like Big Joe and Fredo are here, and I know you love Big Joe. But we both like agree that like they don't come around as much. Fredo wakes up once a month, you know? So like we were both kind of like, yeah, that's crazy. So Gigi didn't offer her a place in the Heron House, but she showed it to her, kind of like, not to imply, but to like lay the groundwork in case she feels like she needs a place to be. Maybe she'll give her a key in the future, but that'll be up to vote. Everyone in the existing house has to agree. You know, it's not like Eve is going to go and turbo leak. Eve is one of the few people Gigi trusts to not go snitching and to not leak and to not stir if it's important to that person and if it'll get that person fucked. And either way, Gigi didn't tell her anything secretive that she didn't already know. And she only clarified some things, not others. She only clarified stuff that she's like, if someone knows this, they should know the truth of this, you know? But it wasn't much. Oh, it's storming. For the most part, okay, so Gigi talked to her about the split. She asked, like, Gigi's kind of feelings, whatever, and Gigi told her what she felt. TLDR of it is, like, Gigi likes both sides. She likes everyone on both sides, so it doesn't matter necessarily where she's specifically placed, so long as she can also interact with the other side without any issue, right? And she was saying that she was like, ideally, I just have keys to both, and people would just let me do whatever I do, but no one has that, and that's not... She was like, I don't want to set a precedent that can happen, because then everyone's going to ask for that, and it's going to be the same shit, you know? That's like a slippery slope, and she doesn't want herself having, you know, that ability if she ever asked for it to then... Which she doesn't think she would get it. She was just like, hypothetically, if that happened, it would make other people think, oh, what about me too? And, you know, she doesn't think that that makes sense, so she's not going to ever push for that kind of thing. Not gonna ever, but like as of right now, has said, you know, that's probably not the way. And Eve agreed. She was like, yeah, that's just gonna be awkward for everyone. She was like, yeah. But Gigi mentioned, you know, she's like, they just let me into their place. No one cares. So, you know, as long as I can be welcomed in to that level, the same way we let Kitty, like, oh, Kitty's family, she can come to Christmas, you know. She's like, as long as I can have that, I'm chilling. she did admit to Eve she kind of doesn't care if other people can have that. Like, she doesn't care if the precedent is like it's only her or everyone can have that, as long as there's no animosity between the two sides. And then what she personally wants for herself, is that she was like, I don't really, I haven't heard too many other people care about anything other than, yo, can we still do jobs? So she was like, so right now it seems like no one, everyone has baseline what they want. And then Eve was like, what about like are people happy though? And Gigi was kind of discussing like how some of the stuff that makes people unhappy from the split is stuff that was already ongoing. Like the split made it in their face, but she doesn't feel like the split Gigi doesn't feel like the split is the thing that is making some people unhappy. It's stuff that was already underlying, and then the split made it like 100% in front of them. And now that they have to face it, it makes some of those feelings stronger. She used herself as an example. Gigi was like, for me, I wanted to be doing jobs with my people. I wanted to be hanging out with them. And they haven't been bringing me along on stuff for a while because I, purposefully, it's a mix of things. Number one, Gigi was like, I purposefully always take a step back and put other people before me. I was main heist crew for how long? Other people wanted to do heists. Other people wanted to be hackers. I said, okay, you go do jobs. So she wasn't pushing, this is an OOC thing too. I want you to know this. I wasn't pushing to be on all those jobs all the time because I wanted other streamers to get to do it. Especially people who main GTA. That's their main thing. You know what I mean? And I didn't want to always show up and be like, I always get a spot. I know the guys have said we want to give you that priority, right? Like if you want to do something, we want you to be able to do it. But I want to make sure other people get the opportunity in character and out of character. So, so I told that to Eve as Gigi, right? Like I always stepped back. And so some of these things weren't happening for a bit. And then I started wanting to do stuff more with them. And they would say, yes, you can. But then functionally, it was just never happening. And yeah, it was because it wasn't even anyone's real fault. I'm saying functionally because it was Fent runs, which, Gigi went on one and did a really good job with Octo. But the problem with those is they kept ending up in shootouts all the time, which is like Gigi does not want to do that every time and go to jail constantly for that shit. Right? And yeah, the Fent runs were kind of ass. She did one and it was ultra scuffed. So she was like, oh, well, I'm not going to go on this shit every day. She did one to try it to see, hey, is this the kind of job I want to do? And she was like, this shit's so scuffed. I love the hack. The hack was super fun. And I love the idea of the run, but it's scuffed out and cops were coming out 20-fold. So we were like, and our guys were dying every day with shotguns in their hands and getting fucked for fines. It was just kind of like, I'd like to do this maybe later kind of thing. So without saying what the jobs were, Gigi kind of told Eve that. She was like, just functionally, there was like no reason for me to really do those specific jobs. So I was just kind of waiting for everyone to be ready to work on the progression with the Fleekas and Polito and all that. Because Gigi's main interest is normal heisting. But then no one was really paying attention to that or caring besides Gigi and Apple, to be honest. Because everyone was so focused on cargo and Fent runs. But Gigi was sitting here like, yo, I heard there are documents. Like, we should be doing this. And that's when Gigi talked to and Marty about it. And they hung out and boosted and were like, yeah, we should be doing this shit, right? And then as soon as they're talking about that, boom, the split happens. So the timing was just a little weird. So she kind of explained that to Eve from her perspective. She was like, stuff. Yeah, the cards were hard to get, true. But she wanted to try it. But then the split happens, so she was like, that was when I was there for that Friday of the split, but then I was out for 2 days because that was when I went on my road trip with Matar and Mel, so I had a trip planned for forever. So I did that. And then that's just like OOC reason why maybe perhaps Gigi wasn't around as much during that time. So 12 of those. And then what else? And then I got sick. My PC was exploding. So a lot of people were like commenting on like what my character was doing around that time. But yeah, my PSU died. So the day I was trying to do one-on-ones with people, I saw some people freaking out because I didn't like do a one-on-one with Lang. I fully intended on doing it, but my PC shit itself. Like midstream, it was dying. And then from there, I got sick, so I had to not stream for a while. So I was on, but I was just like maintaining the farm and doing the money stuff and like not really talking to people. So you know, that kind of just took me out of that chunk of RP. Couldn't really do anything, which was fine. I've been there for like literally everything else, so you know. But yeah, and then kind of coming back and no longer sick, things have settled, and this character is not like a big drama instigator. Never intending to do that, so I feel very weird about coming back and trying to be like, okay, now let me fit myself into the RP where I wanted to back then a week ago, and then just like having her say a bunch of shit or do a bunch of shit that is like done and over with, you know what I mean? So if anyone's like, why didn't she do this? Why didn't she do that? I don't know. And I also see a lot of chatters like in other chats don't really watch my POV like being like, oh, Gigi really wants to go north. Or if she's talking to a character about how she's like enjoying South as well, like is fine with both, and like, you know, South is not a second choice, they're like, she's coping. And I'm like, you guys are crazy. Because if she, I'll explain what she said to, even what she said to other characters that they just maybe didn't see the conversations. Talk to Speedy about it, though he might not have been streaming at that time. Basically, she's super aware that if she goes north, she feels like she's not gonna have the position she has. Like Lang has always been her biggest supporter of her role. Always been the one being like, yeah, I want Gigi to be able to do whatever the fuck she wants, basically. But she knows that if she goes north, there's a good chance that number one, he took Sophia, who's gonna already be doing all the stuff that Gigi used to do. So he wouldn't be taking her for like that stuff, you know what I mean? So she feels like there's almost redundancy there. Like they don't need me there. Because Sophia will just do it because I trained her up. Let's get rid of some of these older ones that we don't need. But yeah, so in her mind she's just kind of like, all that happens there is that the South loses Gigi, and then the North gains someone, but they don't have enough crew members where they need like a lot of people good at ops. And like Sophia can do the ops stuff. The difference is that she's a baby criminal, so all the stuff that Gigi always did with figuring out heists and like figuring out a lot of the operations and everything, Sophia won't have a lot of the base knowledge of how a lot of that works. That's really the difference, you know. I don't think Lang was aware of what Sophia did exactly. No, he has no idea. He had no idea. Maybe he knows more now, but he never knew. Gigi and Sophia would talk about that all the time, about how literally none of the Dons knew what either of them did. They had a better idea of what Gigi did. Kinda, sorta. 5, 10, 12. Okay, and then we need 4 more. I don't think he understood. He was like saying that taking Gigi would be terrible. Taking Sophia was also terrible because the South had so many things to do. Basically by him, I'm not OC mad about this. It just gives me more shit to do, so I'm happy. But I want to make this clear. When he took Sophia, he took someone integral as well. The difference is my character is the one that figured shit out and set it up. Sophia didn't set up any ops. She was just maintaining them. So what he did was he just tripled Gigi's work by taking Sophia. And I don't think he thinks about it that way or knows it's like that. But basically Gigi set everything up, trained Sophia on how to do it so that her work hours weren't so crazy, so she could do stuff with other people, and then Lang just took Sophia and tripled Gigi's work hours. That being said, everything's so systemized and we have fewer members, so realistically it's more like doubled rather than tripled. It would be tripled if we had the same number of members. Right, and he took Sophia away. Oh wait, I need to set the code first. I have a list of codes. I have a long scroll. I'm so mad about having to do these codes. Talk about this in a second, but I have my list of codes. Let me get it. find it. There we go. I'm gonna email everyone their codes. Oops. So I have to remember a fuck ton. I have to have this list of 1 billion fucking codes because people were taking money from the wrong boxes. Or intentionally taking it. I don't know. Yeah, Clark Capone and Jason all had money taken, and conveniently, all of them, the amounts taken were all over 100K. Which leads me to believe that someone was actually taking it. And I just cannot stand that. So now I have to keypad everything, which I said in the beginning, let's keypad everything. And I said that's going to be really annoying because then I'm going to have to do this code shit. And I want to trust people, but I think there's going to be an issue at some point. And everyone was like, that's stupid, you know. They didn't say we're all family. We're one crew, you know. No one's going to do that. And then look, it happened. Who is putting banded cash in here? Who's crate for? Is that Ilya again? Ilya. Oh my god. I've said this how many times? Would I name him? I put notes on the wall too, so if anyone doesn't run into me, it's not an excuse. I literally put notes everywhere and in there. Watch this. When you put your job money in here, non-rolled cash gets depoted in the other spot. Mark all job money here. If anything's not been depoted in this building yet, mark where it is or has it. The note used to say, no illegal cash in this spot. I changed it so that if cops ever roll in, you know. I have said. I have left a note here. Here and in the computer every day for weeks. Reminding of the same thing. I'm gonna do with a period. No illegal items or cash are to ever enter this building. If I see you depot illegal cash here, you are getting no kickback for it and are being fined for the same amount. Period. I'm gonna screenshot that so I can put the same note out. He's always rushing. Unironically, though, so what would happen is if the police ever raid this place, because they see us going in and out, and they find a little bit of banded cash in here and all these notes about, like, where our money comes from, they will have probable cause to then take all of our money. Everything in this place. They will take every dollar. Potentially, they'd take the warehouse entirely. They'd look at this place and go, this is clearly a base of operations for an entire criminal organization. Just do this so it gets clean first. It'll be gone in an hour. And yeah, the police are really cool like that. They're supposed to do that, too. That's like, you know, their function. So, you know. Can't be having illegal shit in here. Plain and simple. Number 4. What I did was I made all of these, all of the codes are like a little shape, a little pattern that you do on the numpad. Hold on, let me check the dollar amount. It's 18,260. That's the other thing. I was like, what is this from? Gold bards. Blinky blinkies. I'm gonna do it like that. So I told Apple the way I want people doing it is if they get something that isn't like turned into money yet, still write it down and write who was on it. And then after you get the money back, then you could change this. That way you don't forget who was on it. Because something people do is they wouldn't write it down until they have the end money. And then they'd be like, oh, what were the 6 again? And they'd forget someone. So I was talking to Apple about it especially. I was like, please just write it down. And then after 100, like we know what the dollar amount should be. So after they go and clean it, you know, then we just change this part of the entry to say the number of dollars. If it's not changed by Friday, I'll push it to the next week's notes. You know, it's fine. Everyone has their split. Okay. So if everyone has their split, then I put a little checky. That's all good. Okay, 5 is this code. Oops. There we go. Razor meant to be scary. Yeah, exactly, exactly. And that's why, like, you know, something I always do is make sure that my character is very concerned about all this stuff. And keeping people in line and everything. And then, you know, people still don't always do it, but we try what we can. This one should already have a code. It should be that one, yep. Okay, this one's none. This should be... Look at how many people don't take their kickback. That's, like, it's no wonder stuff got stolen, because people just leave it. I might be able to remember all these codes over time, because I made them all shapes. Okay, this is Apple. I really like the cubby system because it made it so that I don't have to waste my entire Friday doing all this like intake stuff. Instead, it's a lot easier where I am just like throughout the week if I see money, you know, like this, I can just go check the computer, see what it's for, move it, and just do the intake like slowly. I was gonna train up Jason on the money stuff, maybe even Queenie. If I offered like if she wants it, I was like, you don't have to. This is just a big if. But at least so that 2 other people know how to do it. Okay, 12 is... I'm also trying to give them their codes. Treat it like Rust, where you send it to them on Discord. That way there's absolutely no chance. Okay, 13 should be... that. Yep. That should be Cuddles. This should be Capono. I locked down first just the ones that were bigger amounts of money. I'm gonna have to give Capono, Cole, and Day their money. Actually, Cole, OOC thing? Out of town? I think he broke a rib. So he might not play for a bit. I've broken a rib before. It's not fun. It's hard when, you know, you're trying to do a thing that involves a lot of talking. They mentioned it to Apple? Okay, good. So, you know, rip Cole for a little bit. Oh. This room is always scuffed. Broke your ankle in your sleep? Yikes. Ow. You're run into other streamers you recognize in NoPixel? Oh, absolutely. When I first played, day one found and you know, Psych and I were friends before that. Like, I knew he played GTA, but, you know, I did not know anything about who played and what their characters did or, you know, anything really. So, I just, like, ran into him and he was like, oh, hey. And then found out that his character was, you know, very, very involved. And I was like, oh. Okay. And then, you know, he, like, immediately was trying to pull me into the company because he really wanted to play with me. And I did not fall for the company scam. Or it wasn't a scam. It was actually, like, a genuine thing. It was interesting RP to genuinely find good people to put in the crew. But he was trying to pull me in immediately. And then he saw me hang out with Tony and he stopped. Because he just knew. He was like, she'll be fine. He wanted me to enjoy it, you know? You also randomly bump into X for 5 seconds. Yeah, but I didn't really know X, so. Okay, it's Clark's code. Alright. What are these on the floor? Oh! It's the thing I was just dropping. It's the welder. Why do I have extra? Okay, now I have to double check all of these to make sure they work. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna be able to remember these codes easy. Because of the way I did them. I'm not gonna tell you how I did them because I'm not trying to have anyone, like, meta know what the codes are. But I did them in a way where I just have to remember, like, the starting number of each. It's like a really simple encryption, basically. Basically, certain shapes are assigned a letter in my head, and then if I know what letter it is, I can easily figure it out. Wait. Yeah, it's that one. I'll give you a hint. They're also grouped in 4s. Didn't even have to look for that one. Yeah, I'm not going to remember the individual codes. I'm just going to be able to know it by slapping my numpad. Oops. And then this starts. There we go. Like this. And then like that. Boom. Okay, okay. It'll take me a little bit, but, like, I already didn't have to look for most of those. I didn't take my own kickback, so I'm gonna do that right now. What was mine? I did a fuck ton of roof running late at night. Let me find it. My kickback without my treasurer payment is 5728. So I'll take the old moldy cash. Okay, and then I did not do Dawn and treasurer payments. yet this week, actually. Because I was waiting to see. We didn't make much money this week, so it's not gonna be much. Yeah, it's gonna be 30. Looch, Speedy, Clark. There we go. Let's do first Clark. And then Luch and Speedy I'll put in their things. I want to check this too. God, I wish the Dons made money. Speedy used to push so much weed, and he made himself look really good, but none of them are, like, making money. Luch is occasionally doing a job, but they actually just stand around and talk. If a different character were treasurer... Ooh. And we're seeing, you know, people, like, not, making money. They might have bitched him out, but for me, this character is very, like, pro-Dawn for the most part. Like, she will go out of her way to find excuses for them so that they can do what they want. She won't let other characters do it, but if a Dawn is like, yeah, I want to slack off today, she'll be like, fuck yeah. That's your prerogative, brother. You know? That's me, that's Luch, that's Speedy. Let's just move this. Okay, so a bunch of money's out right now. And I assume they're doing cleaning runs. I wonder if that's how old accountants got taken out, nagging till death. Well, the thing is, like, I think that's why this character has done well in a financial position and not been killed for it or whatever, because she was involved as a gang member first. We'll come back and we'll do that after the band is good. She's a member of the gang and, like, main heist crew first, and then treasurer second. But her role of treasurer doesn't have as much to do with her rank. If she didn't want to be treasurer anymore, they just leave her floating in her rank still. So, you know, because it's like that, we kind of have, this character, like, she's in a position where the guys feel like she's not going to be against them. There are times where they've thought that she would freak out about stuff. I think because they're so used to working with the old accountants, but she does not care. Oh, you know what? I should do Luch first and then Speedy. Let's see Luch's office. As Lang once said, the only people allowed to sit around and do nothing are the 5 of us in the circle, with Gigi included. Yeah. Yeah. Well, he knows Gigi wouldn't do that. But yeah. Boom. I mean, stuff like this, like, Gigi's the only one who's allowed to have a key to all of their offices. I know they stir some shit sometimes, but at the end of the day, the thing this character has with them is this, like, really, really thick layer of trust. Because she comes to them from a gang member perspective as well, and worked with them from the very beginning, and she's essentially an OG with them. So, you know, it changes things. I always leave Speedy's money in his desk. He likes that. He likes the visual of knowing that's just sitting there. Actually, how much does this hold? I could put it in here. 32. He won't see it. But I could put it in his little room upstairs. I joked about that with him. That's the other thing is Gigi knows about all the secret rooms. She also usually has correct opinions. Usually, and if she doesn't, she's very open to being, like, corrected. That's something that's important for this character as well. At first I was thinking of playing her more like an asshole, but, like, I was gonna play the heel a bit more. But I feel like we're better off with her not being that right now. I think over time, maybe she should get meaner. She's still mean with, like she has a sharp tongue, you know what I mean? Like, she'll say shit that's, like, straight up, like, not nice, but it's only when it's because it's true. I made one extra, but that's fine. You know what I mean? Okay. Gotta put my money away, and I gotta put up some bulletins. Just Gigi rank right under the Dons? Yes, it's always been like that. She's been assured of that. It's a shame, because a lot of people, like, ask those questions about rank all the time, and they don't know. And they don't see that Speedy and Gigi talk about this a lot, and he's clarified a lot of things for her. But neither of us were streaming sometimes during them, so there's no clip of it. But basically, Speedy has assured her, like, look, there are the Dons, and then there's you, right after that. And he's like, you know, when we moved Clark up, he's also there. You handle different things, but he's like, it's like having two captains. It's like having two people right under the Dons, you know? He was like, there's no... Don't worry about it. We're not putting Clark above your ranks that he can just start shitting on you out of nowhere. You know, like, he was like, that's not the intent here. And Speedy, you know, fully assured Gigi of that. Yeah, 2A and 2B, exactly. Dons are 1 A, B, C, D, E. Clark and Gigi are 2A, 2B. Andy's kind of like 2C at this point, but she doesn't use her role. I would say she kind of is, but she doesn't feel like she is. She's also, like, off the grid entirely right now. Okay, let's do our... Actually, wait. I wanted to post our to-do. Let me get my little copy-paste thing. Clark respects Gigi too much to do that. And he knows that she's not the type to do that to him either. Like, she had that talk with him of, like, hey, here's how it's been being in this role. Or this level of role. She knew that he's experienced a good amount of it, but at the same time, like, she doesn't think he fully got it. He thought that she was, like, telling him shit he already knew. He didn't realize how much of it would feel different when he was in that role, and especially when Lang wasn't around, because the thing is, his perspective, he's like, yeah, I already know this, is because he was just working with Lang all the time, but he had not experienced the Dons without Lang enough. Maybe Speedy one-on-one, but not sitting there in a group without Lang, right? But Gigi has, because anytime Lang wasn't there, it was her and the Don sitting there talking, you know? So she knew what she was saying he knew some of, but he wouldn't feel it until he sits there in meetings for hours with people that were Dons without Lang. and then, yeah, then the split happened, and he was like, I understand now. It was funny. He laughed at the talk and went, I know all this, and then got stuck in a 4-hour meeting that went in a circle and changed his tune. Yeah, and Andy saw it too. Both of them were like, I don't know why she's saying this. Both of them, like, even stirred to other people, not necessarily intentionally, but stirred to other people, about it, like thinking that Gigi was tripping, you know, but then, but then the split happened, and it happened in front of them, and they were like, oh. That shit's funny as fuck, man. Okay, 279.9. I like to make it look nice. Actually, no, I won't write this because I don't want people who don't know what they're doing to touch it. I'll do one, and then I'll do more later, but I'll also talk to Apple about him helping with the refreshing a little late at night. Okay. Important stuff. Runs for ink. Cole is out of town on sick leave. What's most important that I want people doing today? Have a good time. It's really nothing else urgent. Everything else is just do it as you go. And like the job shit, but they don't need reminders of that. They're on that anyway. Hello? Oh, I'm scuffed. I have to wait. Watch, I'll go lock and unlock it 5 times once it loads. They assumed it had to be something other than unexaggerated truth until they saw it. They both did that thing that everyone in the city does and assumed Gigi wasn't saying exactly what she meant and was adding some embellishment. Yeah, dude, I mean... this character says exactly what she means all the time, and it's so funny because you guys know this, but... okay, fuck it. At the same time, everyone assumes that she means so many other things or she's holding shit back. But she's saying exactly what she thinks she needs to say at that moment. And if she's ever, like, leaving something unsaid... Oh, I just did the animation. Let me check the door. If she's ever leaving a thing unsaid, is because she knows that there is actually no point in saying it. But everything that she does say, she does mean. At most, she'll omit something because it functionally does nothing to say it in that moment. And even then, she has intent to say it if it becomes relevant. I basically, like... what I saw early on was that a lot of characters are very illogical or emotion-driven in RP, so I wanted to make a character that was, like, only logic. And throw her in there, because it's funny how different it is. Check this spot real quick. Imagine not stirring all the time. Well, then it makes it so that this character can stir by just saying facts out loud. And it becomes really funny sometimes. Oh, look, they're trying... I'm gonna assume it was Queenie that did this. I think they saw that in the other place. I try to make it look nicer a little bit, so now they're doing it. Let's go. That's the boy loink. Before this, it was only me and Sophia doing it. Take one lemonade. Cold and logical, not really cold. Oh, this character is pretty cold, actually. Like, she seems nice. She's like, oh, hey, guys, what's going on? Move. But she, like, can't wait to kill somebody. She has not gotten a chance to be bloodthirsty toward the crew because anytime she's wanted to and expressed it, Lang said no, and she wasn't allowed to. It's actually so sad. I'm not saying she'd be Denzel too, but you know what I mean. Ilya!
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's Mateo. I thought you were Ilya for a second.
Mateo.
Oh my god, I saw you from afar. Okay, I was gonna bother
like
about something. No, it's dark and you were all the way over there.
Oh.
And I have boomer eyes, and my boomer eyes tell boomer lies, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Been there.
Yeah, hope you're well, hope you're well. I'm around for just a little bit longer. And then I go play Fortnite in my apartment for a few hours, and then I come back. Ooh.
Snoop Dogg dance.
That's right, that's right. Yeah, I'm kind of like... I'm like doing the whole streamer thing. And I had like 3 people watching yesterday. It was crazy. So I've been, you know, really trying to keep up on that.
Are you getting a sub?
Yeah, I have 1.
That's
and if I want to maintain that, I gotta be on that shit like daily. So I'm gonna be like in my apartment sometimes in the middle of the day doing that. And then I'll come back out. But that's how I'm gonna pay for my vacation home, you know what I mean?
You gotta get the grind. You gotta grind it out. You know, get
Exactly.
them
I'm on the
hours
grind
up.
set.
Get to affiliate, and then get yourself a partner. It's a hard fucking road, but you'll make it.
Hmm.
You'll make it. I believe in you.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm,
I believe in you.
I'm just gonna put the time in, man. I gotta do our seed refresh. I gotta check the armory. I can do some shit, and then I'm about to crank 90s for hours.
Yeah, I don't understand that video game stuff. It's not for me personally. I'm more of a board game type of guy, but
Oh, that's good too. That's good too. Now I got into it because Tony's son, he was telling me all about it. And he was talking about like he watches people on there, and I was like, wait, what's that like? So I tried it. It was pretty cool.
yeah, it's amazing to me that people make money like that. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a little weird for a career thing, but like, on the side it'll be good.
Earlier, I told him just to cook.
I mean, shit, you making money off of that?
Okay, so you know
Hats
what
off
I
to
mean?
you.
Right, right. That's what I'm saying. A little
That's what I
me
say.
money.
It's just very early.
Have you seen my new car?
I have one of those. I love this thing.
I love it.
I have a house in Polito, and I just leave this thing parked there.
Mr. Shab got me this for Christmas. And decked it out.
Ooh, nice. How fast is it? Do you have like a turbo in it and shit, or?
Nah, I gotta get a turbo. I gotta get some upgrades in this. It's
Look
got
at
off-road
that.
tires, so that's the
Ooh.
plus.
The off-road tires are really good. Like, really good.
Yeah, I can still keep the same speed while off-road. It doesn't slow down at all. We're good,
Yeah, it's crazy. And this thing's pretty ratty in getaways because it's so small. And it has a hard time flipping. I found it tilts forward really easily when you take a jump, but it rolls back onto its wheels pretty easily.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not as much as some other vehicles, but it's
Listen. Fuck, you don't know where that is.
I was thinking I'm going to deck this thing out, put some stage 4s in it, put
head
a
over-
nice-ass
head over by
turbo, and
Bodega,
have it
kind of,
zoom.
like next
It's
to
going to be
Oh.
like, what the fuck? Are
Do
you
it.
kidding me?
Do it. There's something really weird about these things. Sometimes, if you wake up right at storm, immediately get into your car and start driving it, this thing will go like 200 miles per hour. And then the moment you get out of it, it won't. If you can ever get it to do that, just start going on the highway and whipping it around. It's so fun. It's so fucking fun. Yeah, this thing is great. I should change the headlights on mine. I like that. I'll put the camo on mine. Digital camo.
I got the tiger stripes. I mean, that shit orange.
Yeah, the stripes are good. Once my house is done, I'm gonna start waking up there every day and driving down here, so you'll probably see me in mine like every day, because I love this thing.
Oh, you got a house? Shit.
Yeah. I just did a little bit ago.
In the area of Tuna
So
right
I'm
now?
working on that, decorating it.
Yeah, I think that's
I'm
my
wrapping
next step.
around,
I'll
like, the
probably buy a
ammunition and
house
stuff.
or get a nice car.
Yeah, do it. It's
Saving
nice to
up
have a
for
spot to
what?
wake up and have your cars at. To be honest.
We're parallel to MRPT right now near Legion
Oh,
Square.
yeah.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
under the
All right, well,
highway.
I'm gonna go do my thing because I'm not around for too much longer. I usually come back around at night. So if you're around late, I'll see ya.
I'm here. It's big ass
Absolutely, I'll
drop.
be around.
I assume
All
guys
right,
jumping
see you
down or
around.
Take care.
Oh, damn.
You'll see.
He's gonna do some kind of jump or something. Just be in the area in case we flip or need you to pick us up ASAP.
Yeah, we're gonna be to the north of you slightly.
You got 6 people already?
Yes, ma'am, we do.
Gotcha. I will not be helping their asses. The other person's some kind of walkie-talkie. Yeah, so I have a
We
radio.
landed it.
Head in the direction of Cypress. Head in the direction of Cypress.
When you're on radio, within a pretty good range of the map, I would say like from where I am, people up
Yeah,
to
yeah,
like
pick up what the
here,
fuck.
like in this circle,
Just
Head in the
now.
you
direction.
can hear each other
Just
before it
in
starts
case.
going like because you're out of range.
Okay.
And yeah, our crew will just write on the wall, like, here's our radio for the day, and we all just hop on it and stay on it. And then as they're doing jobs, they'll sometimes use that one, sometimes swap to another channel and then swap back. So I like to, even if I'm not on a job, I love just listening in.
7.
Ooh, his ping is 7 today. Let's go.
That's our general area.
You don't want me to come to your area yet, right?
No.
Correct.
We're just gonna make sure our shit is good.
We're good. Like for now.
They're looking for you through Cypress.
Oh, look. Look at this note I wrote forever ago. And no one uses this. I let them write it down here if they want. Instead of the other computer, and I check both on Friday. I love how they write Pokemon cards to obscure it, but then they still write FIB docs and thermite. I could publicly embarrass Ilya, that's true. Let's see how we're doing on everything. Someone made 10, that's good. These are for lockpicks. Yeah, we're gonna need more of those. Oh. Okay. I was just checking to see how we're doing. If Cole is out, Day's gonna have a hard time getting the Oxy runs done. It's kind of like mostly Cole, so I hope other people start stepping up and doing it with him.
Yeah, so far so good. They're like by the forge right now.
You wanna go fuck with them?
Close farming, okay, good.
No.
I've been occasionally, I go and refresh some of his seeds for him, actually. I don't want to publicly embarrass Ilya on radio while they're doing a job, but if they weren't doing a job, I was going to be like, hey, reminder. Cough, Ilya, cough. Don't put illegal cash in the warehouse. I don't just leave the notes on the computer notes. I know people don't read those. Like, they'll read it when it changes, but then after that, they'll forget. But I leave the notes on the wall every day.
Oh, they found us. They found us. They found us.
Oh, shit. Like, every single day, I put something down.
Alright, they see us. We're by Fudge right now.
We're going up
Just
Sustancia
making
Road.
sure if Sophia and I need to leave each other anything, we always put it in here. Nope. That's my seed backup. Nope. Oh, I had one in here.
Bring it out of the city, gonna start pitting, right? I'll be close.
She knows the code to this
We're off-road
one.
in the hills in Sustancia. Oh, we might be dead.
And then I have my own here. This will be my room. For the girl's house. With a code that nobody knows. Okay, and there's just some of my extra shit. When we did that one job, when we got that FIB doc, I just took it. I let everyone see it, and then no one cared about where it went, or
Might be
no one
dead,
said
you're
anything,
good.
so I just have it.
We're going west on Palomino.
Go to Strawberry Gas. Go to Strawberry Gas. You're gonna pit them off of us as soon as we pass.
I let Apple know.
I'm going strawberry gas.
I mean, it was me and Apple doing that job anyway. It was the one where we were like, CJ, it's your Christmas present. What happened during that, too, was I accidentally grabbed it through the bars. I didn't mean to. I was just, like, slapping E against the door to see if anything would happen with the door, and then my character picked up the FIB dock from the table. I was like, oh, no. I didn't realize it was within range, so I placed it back down and was like, look, your Christmas present. But when I placed it down, it didn't look like papers anymore. It looked like a paper bag. So she actually thought that I put some sort of item down for her. But actually it was me putting that back because I was like, I shouldn't have this. And I think they moved stuff. I've been adjusting things to make it look nice. I want to relight this.
Jumping off.
They redid their coin farms so that it's
Next to
like
the construction site, my apartment.
like that. And then what I was doing was, because I had the signs all on this wall, like decoratively, but you can't see it anymore because this floor used to not be here, so I moved them here.
Missed it.
Floors like Green Bridge.
Move them there. And I'm not sure if I should do that to more of the walls. I feel like it'd be too loud.
On the
I
highway?
was thinking maybe this wall, but then again, some would stick off, so I don't really know if I could do that.
Scrapyard. By sanitation.
I'm not sure how I would go about it.
We're flipped.
Scrapyard. In the scrapyard.
I'm
Go,
not
get
one
out, go,
coin.
get out.
That's the North
Get out,
farm.
it's fine. Where are you at?
I'm here in
I
scrapyard.
love an apple giggle.
Scrapyard, bitch!
On
Where you at?
sanitation, we're flipped.
Sanitation?
Scrapyard, dumbass!
South
He's
sanitation is a
giggling.
scrapyard.
I love Apple so much. He's always doing it and giggling. I'm like, shut the fuck up, dude. And then he goes, okay.
Flip us, can you fucking flip us?
What are you doing?
No, she was flipping it, man.
There's a South
Oh
Farm
yeah,
now.
you're here. Hop in.
In the old
Just hop in.
404
I'm
warehouse.
confused. There's no cops on you.
They were above us on the fucking highway.
Fine. Fine.
You wouldn't flip us? I'm so lost.
I actually have to check. I think I don't have a key to every place because they changed locks and I need to get keys cut for myself. But I know I'm on the panels for all of them, so I just have to...
Now listen, we can't go straight back to Cypress because they're just gonna search that area.
Get in another car in case you guys need help.
Talk
I'm gonna go check what I can actually get into.
by like this fucking docks, the Russian docks almost.
Alright, I'm
Lagos
just gonna
docks.
change real quick and then get in the car.
Change him. All right.
Something people are forgetting about too is I believe our old Buttcoin farm building was transferred to us out of Lang. So
I'm clearly referring to cleaning.
are they just letting that sit there? Like, I'm pretty sure everyone just forgot about it, which is crazy that you forget about an entire building. And I was saying that that should just be our... Like, Cuddles wanted a... Oh. Hello? Hi, are you good? Yeah, do you need me to leave the area or anything?
No, it's not that. You're
Anytime I'm in the car,
running
Apple
an
does
open
some crazy
vehicle
shit.
without a
The
chassis.
cops, I
don't
love
see
that guy.
seatbelt on.
Wait, what do you mean you don't see your seatbelt? You want me to
I don't
undo
see
it?
a
Ready, ready, I'm gonna undo it, ready? And then I'm gonna
I don't
redo
hear
it.
a click. I didn't hear a click.
I see that. I'll put it back on. And when I put it on, you may notice that it's a little hard to see the seatbelt. So that might be why you didn't see it. I will demonstrate again for you. I took it off. I will put it on.
My vision is fine. Okay.
It's kind of like a clear belt. See that?
No,
You know,
see, we don't see
it's
anything.
kind of
Yeah, you
fucked
want
up
pink 7
because
for
like I got
pickups?
one eye and shit.
Yeah, and you're
Yeah,
making fun
basically-
of his
They're
eyes.
touched
He's
by
kind
Dude,
of
grime.
no,
These are
no,
their
I'm
grades.
not.
Remember, you're the one with glasses on. You know, don't throw stones in a glass house. You know, I could call you blind as a bat too.
Whatever that means,
Can't
I
Why
I?
are you always so antagonistic?
Because it's my natural state of being. It's just how my zen state is just be asshole.
He
I
grew
can't
up on
help
Call
it.
of Duty.
Do you need to unpack that?
Hell yeah.
No, I don't need a therapist.
I think you should go north.
I need a
Go
therapist.
talk to Windsong, and I think you should get a card reading. I think you need it.
I don't even.
I don't
Right,
believe
we
no,
don't
that's
know
wrong.
if
Might help you
She's
sort
like-
those
Where is she?
feelings out.
Is she awake? I want to go talk. Where is she? I wanna call,
She might be. Check see if Windsong's around.
Also, it's not the seatbelt. It's the helmet. You need a helmet. You don't gotta check.
Oh, check this
I
out.
need to get my tort reading to let me know if I have a chance at even having a.
I got you.
Oh my
look at that.
god.
I got
Look
you.
at that.
I keep that thing on me.
What's the schmoo? They're like near the bar.
I was going this way because I heard them saying that like cops were around, and I was like, I don't want to lead them to the other spot if they're there.
1849.
We are in it.
All right, let's go
You're what?
where I was
You're
trying
gonna
to
check again.
here.
Okay, I'm gonna go and get my tow truck.
Here.
I'm gonna set up the strawberry gas one.
They're implying you need a helmet to drive. No, it's this car has an open chassis, so you're supposed to like legally, you're supposed to have a helmet on. And they can pull you over for that.
Our mind just stopped.
They weren't pulling me over though. I was making sure they weren't, but they weren't. I was checking to see if my old shit works.
Okay, so.
Nope. Okay, I need a new key for that. And I
Got
still
out
have
right.
access to the silos. I need to do another panel audit and just double check who's on what. It's been a minute. Okay. Even with a roll bar, it's very exposed. Yeah. No, when they say stuff like that, like, they're not wrong. The rule was made in character for a reason. Yeah, okay, so it's South Don's, me, Clark, and Fredo who owns the building and is our clean guy. It's a roll cage. Roll cage. Oh. I wanted to go fishing again. I need another illegal hook. Actually. It says Don's only, but I've literally written in here. Oh, it's all mine. Wow, they left this in here. And they, didn't clear it out. I think I wrote the Don's only. This is the plan that I wrote up for everything. I want to talk to Teddy. I haven't seen Teddy in a while. I've been able to run into him. Yeah. They haven't been using this. Oh,
What happened?
For status update, they said they were out last time, but can't hear anything. They're heading towards airport.
Copy.
Actually, you know what? No one's going to use this anymore. I'm still going to leave it in here, but literally no one, because no one has access anymore.
Going to airport, grabbing a heli.
Andy survival.
They were on our ass like 4 or 5 fucking times.
Hey, good shit, Apple, good shit.
I'm saying, big dog.
No, I don't know what you're saying.
Was this the one Sophia was using? Yeah. See,
You guys need a pickup at all, or no?
this is actually no. Not Sophia. Apple was doing this
Coming.
as well. And then
Which hangar?
Clark was also doing this. Or like he would have Apple
Right,
make
hangar.
certain things and then move
The
them.
far right one, yeah.
Tabasco comes.
See, he tried. He tried to log stuff. He really did. Okay, and then we have nothing in here. So I think I'm gonna start, oh, these are the ones that I dropped off. Yeah, I'm gonna start fishing again. How many illegal hook blueprints do we have? I put a bunch of these in here. So the one, alright, I'm taking the almost dead one. And make it for myself. Kind of bummed that no one does maze anymore. There's new stuff to do, so everyone's having fun with that. I don't think that's, you know, much of a problem, but the thing is with maze is that, to be honest, there's a lot more hacking to do. And, some people are good at some hacks and really bad at other hacks. A lot more people like doing the new thermite, or the old thermite rather, which is what you need for some of the new stuff, like the bank truck, etc. The new thermite, people struggle with that one. Let me through. No way you're getting
Excellent
out.
job, boys and girls. Excellent job.
Yeah, maze is very long too. Exactly.
Stop a bit.
Exactly. So these other newer things are a shorter time commitment. Anyone can go on them because you only need like one person who can hack. So they're a lot more accessible. Whereas a lot of the time we have people in this crew that can hack, especially in the South. We have plenty that can do it, but they're not all around at the same time. You need 2 of them minimum to do maze. Like when we were doing main heist for maze, if Yuno wasn't around, you know, I was doing Yuno's job. If Marty wasn't around, I would do Marty's job. But like, we would have to have one of the others. If I was around and the other 2 weren't around, or vice versa, like we didn't have 2 of us, that shit was not happening. You know? Yeah, and setup costs. That's the other thing is the other stuff is no cost to do. You need a lockpick to go start trying to get white cards. That's it. One lockpick. So, you know, when the barrier to entry is that low, I need one steel tube. I will take one from the army, but I will trade another material back. Actually, no, what are they most likely to need? They use a lot of plastic. I'll give them one plastic for one steel tube. Because I can't convert mats. I was thinking I should do Sani to be able to convert mats because I do a lot of crafting stuff. And I used to not do Sani because I wanted to preserve my grime rep, but I've given up on that. I think you can get enough Sani rep
Yeah, I'm not that
to convert. And then if you do other jobs that would mess with Sani rep, I don't think they move them low enough that you can't convert. So I think I should be okay doing that. Yeah, the grime rep, dude. Okay, I'll trade one of those for one of these. Because I'm not here to steal from the crew for personal gain. To make my illegal fishing hook. New stuff as content entry, job A leads to job B. Yeah, people like that. People like progressive jobs where you do something in a row. Kind of sets up a day for you for what to do, you know? Does Grime Box work for something? You just put stuff in it. We could make RP out of that, but, mechanically it doesn't really offer anything. So people have not been, focusing on that at all. Alright. There'll be a hook in me bench. I've been working on this stuff. I won't show you in the editor until it's done, but I've been working on everything. So I know it looks like nothing's changed, but that's just because I don't have the stuff to, like, hit the button to build it all, but I'm spending a lot of hours on that and the Polito house. And in the middle of that, I did the bodega as well. Let's go pick up the farm stuff for that seed refresh. I did one refresh, so the seeds will be at a point where if someone wanted to cook tonight, the seeds would be good enough that they would get it to 100% as soon as they put it down. I was watching Lucha's stream earlier a little bit while I was like waking up. I saw that Cuddles said something about no one refreshing the seeds, and I was like, oh my god, because I'm literally the one person that does do it. Like no one else refreshes them. I'm the one who does it. It's like, no one knows. Yeah, I know. The thing is, I know no one looks here, realistically. If you check out anyone else's POV when they go in the farm, there's almost always a note on the chalkboard here. Oh, I gotta walk out and back in. On the chalkboard right here from me that says something about seeds. It says GG currently refreshing seeds, or did one refresh, or it's like farmer's reminder, please plant extra wheat. We're always low on wheat seeds.
Yeah, just go.
While I was sick, I did it the whole time.
Park this shit.
You don't do it in front of them, so it wasn't union donating.
Oh god.
I don't think anyone's trying to like shit on me for it or something, because I'm not concerned about that. I think it's more Cuddles just being concerned. Like, I don't think she was trying to stir there. I think she was just concerned that it wasn't happening, but it actually is, and it's... I just wish the health the health would slow down on the degradation. I just think it degrades a little too quick. That a crew with, like, 2 people that are farming semi-regularly... You know, I don't think people should feel the need to log in every day to the server. I think a lot of mechanics make you feel like you have to log in every day to maintain things. And I think what that does is it makes it so that people that are mechanics, goblins, are going to have a field day, and people that want to get on casually and focus on RP more are going to be turned away. Because if I feel like I have to wake up and farm every day, I could be spending this farming time doing fun RP, but I'm not because I'm farming. In a crew filled with people, someone always has to do this. Right? If I didn't do it, someone else would be doing it. So, you know, it just... And you can't farm, you can't have a high enough yield and farm enough that you can provide for a fuck ton of people, so you just have 2 people as farmers for the city and no one else does it. Because if the yields were really high, then I would probably still farm and just run a farming business with a couple people. I'd get Kitty in on it or something, you know what I mean? Like running out of her place even. And run a business, and then other people have to go and RP with them and talk to them to get ingredients. Eve was talking about it, saying that she used to be like a major farmer for the city. Was talking about how different it is right now. Oh, the plants aren't visually going away. Well, they're gone, so. Okay. The ice cooler slow it down. Remember someone using it when store seeds when farming started? No, we all suspected that. Doesn't actually work like that, though. Funny points for materials. Yeah, I've talked about that a bunch. Like, the, I wish people could do more to make more money or interact with things mechanically as a reward for RP, but the only really good way to do that is whitelists, and people complain about whitelists. At the same time, now that we don't have them, people are complaining, like me and others, that we don't have whitelists. I think a great example is like stuff that Edgar has been doing. Edgar has been doing some stuff that could result in like money for him or shit for his crew or whatever, you know, through mostly just being RP heavy. But even then, it's a slow burn, and it's not as much as if you just sat here and did the work. So it's a shame. Okay, they're at 97, so if someone plants them again tonight, they'll have 100% for their own mashes, which will be great. And then if they don't, I'll check again tonight, and I'll replant them anyway, so they're good for cuddles tomorrow. Trouble with RP points as currency is it becomes a currency, you end up with a crowd of people doing bits around people that can award points and nowhere else. Well, right. So I'm saying not like RP is a currency. I'm saying I think the whitelist system was good. But I've talked before about how we could resystemize it. I'll say again the thing I said previously. I think crews, or not crews, I think apps should have to specialize. So remember the HQ app? You put a small number of people on it. And then you do heists. And then later they released the Hideout app, which was sort of like your big crew-wide one. And you have a number of like 25 slots on there. And that's your weed strain and your turf, and like everything gets tied to it. And that kind of locks you down, and you're in this crew and you do this thing. I think you should get to specialize or have to specialize that. And I think there should only be just so many. Actually, I think it could be turf tied. So here's my grand idea. You pick a turf to be in. And each turf should get a bonus for being a crew in that turf. On something. Right. Like farming in a rural biome. So if you're in grapeseed, maybe there's certain things you can do with farming. Maybe you get a higher output or whatever that other people can't do. Maybe you can buy certain equipment for indoors for, you know, maybe industrializing your farming in Cyprus. Because you're in an industrial area, right? This would take a lot of time, and I don't expect them to be doing this. I think the devs would never have had the time to do this, but I think the way to do it to add specializations without whitelisting individual people, right, would be like zone bonuses. So, you know, if we wanted to do more factory production of things and have people work as like mechanics in Cyprus, great. Or maybe even Southside is better for mechanics because you have Mosleys and stuff, right? So all the people in Southside could do more with car shit, maybe. And not saying that you have to lock everything. So I think there should be bonuses for being in a certain spot. But then also what I was saying previously was I think hideout apps should specialize. So right now, when you level up, there's no skill tree. It's just like, okay, you level up your hideout because you have more influence on your turf, so now you get more roof running jobs, you get more chop jobs. I think it should have been a choice. It should be something like you pick roof running, you pick chop, you pick something. Pick cars, you know, you pick weapons, whatever you pick, and it's almost like mini whitelisting yourself. And it's sort of like the rep system that they tried to have going, right, with lumber, but that's on an individual level. I think instead, making it crew level, and making it so that maybe only a certain number of crews can have, you know, certain things unlocked for themselves. A certain number, and not, you know, this way if someone falls off, because one of the problems with whitelists is you give an individual an ability to do a thing, but that person could fall off and play less, and then no one has access to that thing in the city because that person isn't playing. And that's something that used to bother people in the past. It made certain types of RP really annoying. So instead, make it so that 2 crews at a time can focus on X, and 2 crews at a time can focus on Y. And if one crew falls off of it because that crew isn't active, well then now that opens up and someone else can go focus on X, right? And if you come back and someone took your thing, maybe there's space to do something else. Yeah, and it allows for civ crews. That's what I was saying. It allows for civs to then do the same thing. You could have like a medical group. Unironically, people that work at the hospital, they could make medical supplies. I think that could be incredible. Sounds like it would lead back to subcrews. No. I'm not, real content. So wait, is there still stuff in there? There isn't. Why are you scuffing? There we go. No, it shouldn't, not subcrews, because I'm saying, like, it should still be hideout wide or something where you have a 25-person crew tied to it, you know what I mean? And they can do things mechanically so that you have to declare yourself part of just one crew. And have maybe like we can be on multiple HQ apps, but we can only be on one hideout, for example, right? That way the system can't be abused. You can't have like one person from every gang on the farming one and one person from every gang on the lumber one. You know what I'm saying? Like you can introduce shit mechanically that makes that really hard to do.
The
Or impossible even.
hit, by the way.
You can even have OOC rules and just be like, guys, don't do this.
Yep.
Do not be part of a crew and not
Something, but he
be
hasn't
in their
seen
industry
anything
app or whatever
yet.
it is. You know what I mean?
The cargo was from the last storm. Someone hit the Polito before the last.
Did anyone ever follow Harry's idea of selling produce to the NPC? Oh, that's a good point. I should do that again. I should do that again. I have snacks here to eat. When I finish eating, we can go to Maine. But, I got food. GTA 5 introduces PoE style passive skill tree. Dude, I'm unironically, if they wanted to make the server more MMO-like in how some mechanics work, then I think they should have gone all the way, so that way it could circle back around to then still influencing RP nicely. But when you just do it a little bit, you just get, like, mechanics demons. It's not their fault. It just, you feel like you're a slave to the mechanics. And every crew has to do every little thing because it's not specialized at all, you know? I think if they spent a long time really working on this in certain ways, they could make it so that it works. Corn growing build. Yeah, remember when I was talking about the medical RP a while back? Because my character used to be a doctor. I was saying that it would have been really nice if I could unlock medical knowledge. For working as a doctor for X number of hours, I unlock medical knowledge. Like a passive. So that if I use a medkit on someone else, maybe it works a little better. Know what I'm saying? Frank, thank you. Appreciate the subs, dude.
No, we can't get a cargo credit if you use to do the Polito. Just put the money in the FIP document.
Thank you. But, yeah, I mean, the medical shit,
Are we gonna do that now?
I had a lot of thoughts on how that could all work differently and you know, mechanically be more seemingly complicated, but not actually complicated. Not complicated is not the right word. Just have more detail to it. So it's done, right? And then by adding that extra detail, you make it so that the RP gets more interesting, and people now have to pick and choose what to do with their character. Like, you want to be a doctor, okay, well, you have medical knowledge, you have to spend this much time on it. Yeah, it's based on time investment initially to understand that thing, and not like... I think the upkeep is what's killing people right now. Oops, this should be... that. God, I hate this sound. I wish they would get rid of this sound forever, or make it so much quieter. 3.0 that did that a little things like running. Yeah, I actually think that that's good, and maybe the way they did it wasn't perfectly executed, but I think the idea is good, and they should try to bring that back and just fix it. I think training in prison is like a really good way to do that. Bjorn wanted to make a gym, Body by Bjorn, and he did make it. Why don't we have usable exercise equipment that can only go in, you know, you basically get whitelisted to do it if you own a gym, if you get a business approved. And then he can make a gym that is usable and people can train in there. Parts, thieves, thanks. Unironically, yes, because the thing is, when you make it so that it's possible for everyone to do everything all at once, they will, and it will kill RP. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna slightly MMOify the server, I think you have to do it all the way or not at all. And just accept that the only thing that people can specialize in now are what they're physically skilled at. Like, people who are genuinely really good at hacking. People who are genuinely good at driving. If they can do it like that, then we need people who are maybe not the mechanically best to be able to specialize their character in another way. Yeah, it's a hands-off approach this time. It is. I think it was a good experiment. I think them trying to do what they did was good because a lot of people complained from what I heard about how some things worked, and so they kind of tried to change it and do it differently this time, and then now they're seeing, you know, that's a very grass is greener thing, I think. Both ways have their issues, but I don't know. I could write up a big manifesto of like, I think you should do it like this, this, and this, and hand it to somebody, and they'd probably look at it and be like, God, this is so much dead work. But some of the stuff I'm implying also isn't. Some of it is, some of it isn't. I don't know. I think if they MMO'd it more, they'd get a lot more people knowing what to do with their characters. Because I feel like one of the issues people point out early on was when you could do everything, no one knew how to find enough of an identity for their character, except for the people that were like gold star stellar RPers. And we can't expect everyone to be that. You know what I mean? Especially people that are variety streamers just coming through for this. You know? I don't think they should MMO everything, but certain systems, really, they should. Making an academy sim that works to no intervention is mind-blowing hard. Yeah, I know. Hello. Ah. Hi.
Hello?
Ah, hello.
You said you were only gonna be around for an hour.
Yeah, I'm finishing up my round of farming before I leave, so.
I was gonna invite you to a Polito.
Oh! Another
You
time.
still haven't done it, Joe. Okay. Okay.
I have been doing them late at night. Don't worry about me. I have been. I would like to do them with you guys, but I have been doing them late at night with Apple, especially. Like the other day, we went and hit up Fleeka and shit. So I at least am getting a chance to do them, which has been fun.
Yeah, but not with all of us, you know.
I know. Well, Tuesdays, Fridays. So tomorrow I should be around, like, you know.
But we have this stuff, and you know.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, Fridays tend to be like that, but.
She's not. She's going to bed.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty, then we'll work on it. We'll work on it.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
I was trying to think if there's anything I needed to let you know. Oh, I put keypads on everyone's cubbies. I finished making them, and they were on everyone's cubbies because we had some issues with money just going missing, and they were all conveniently amounts over 100K. So I didn't want to keypad everything, but at this point, gotta happen. It's happened 3 times. So I'm going to email those to everyone.
Okay, sounds good.
So if anyone is like, oh my god, my money, something, just let them know they have to email me if I haven't already emailed them.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Good luck on your job.
Thank you. Good boy. See you tomorrow.
See
Get
you.
drinks. Boy.
Bye.
Gotta get new radio as well, alright?
Oh, thank you, Yoshi. Actually, yeah, we should probably set up those timers on this channel too. Anyway.
I just gotta get gas, you know what I mean? And then we're gonna go fucking...
Anyway. A lot of stuff I'm suggesting isn't necessarily MMOifying stats on a specific character. It's just taking old whitelist systems, instead of them making a thing that you just get a whitelist for, it becomes a thing you can earn mechanically with some limited slots. That's really the TLDR of all I'm suggesting, if that makes sense. That's what it boils down to. Like, instead of having a certain weapons bench, maybe you can progress to that weapons bench through hideout stuff. Gotta add me? Oh, okay. I can do that later. No, I mean, or someone brought up, they were like, I would love if Cypress, like, had the bench to make scuba tanks. Fully agree, and that's the kind of shit I'm talking about.
Queenie, get my tail in this shit too.
If you have a dude that, like, researches something enough times related to it, you can be the one guy that knows how to do scuba. And maybe you can only do it in certain turfs, right? That way, we kind of don't run into that issue of like, well, then everyone can unlock everything again, because that's kind of what we have right now, right?
Hey, we gotta go quick. There's apparently a photo muscle car that went in there to check to see if it was good or not.
He's not picking up right now.
So I just think there are ways they could take their gamification and tune it so it actually works for everyone. Let's do 100 of those. Got plenty of carrot seeds, corn, carrot, old carrot. Pumpkin. Boom. Sunflower. Boom. Okay. I have to do this recipe again. I think one of my grows, did it like die off? Or someone might have replanted carrots and not replanted the other stuff. I feel like someone moved some seeds or something, took something to refresh and then maybe didn't put them back and forgot about the grow or something, because these should have been the same. Little comfa used on that one. Okay, let me deposit my money in the bank. I don't need to write anything. I'm letting these die on purpose, because I don't need to compost them. Actually, can I still... Wait, let's try... No, they're all dying off. Are you dying yet? Let's take some of these and try to sell them to the grocery lady. And see if I even can. I don't know if I can for pumpkin. I'm gonna try it. I'm just gonna take like 2. There we go. The rest can die off. Kind of like the lockpick blueprint at the start of 4.0. Thing is, lockpick blueprint was just like one guy could silently grind towing and become a master tower, and then that guy could buy a lockpick blueprint. which he had the money for because he was one guy towing all day. I don't think that's what I'm saying, because I feel like that just rewards... Ooh, it's a blizzard. That rewards one individual grinding, which is not what I want. I want to reward a crew working on something together. Maybe it is a crew grinding, but they're doing shit together, they're talking to each other, they're RPing around stuff a bit more. So, imagine if Kyle Pred, was doing his towing union thing, and he decided to set up what I'm suggesting, like an HQ app or a hideout app that works for a Civ-based thing, and he sets up one for towing and gets a bunch of people that tow together to do it the same way we progressed on Weed together as a crew. You know what I mean? So then imagine if you could progress on a Civ thing together, and then by doing that, then that app can buy the lockpick blueprint. The same way we can progress our HQ app and buy stuff off of Drone. You know what I'm saying? So like our HDD is getting progressed. I feel like they should have added that for a lot of other things and developed that further into what I'm saying. And then instead of whitelisting people, now you can add these ways to mechanically have a group earn. Yeah, Clamp Gang. It could have been so funny, right? It would have extended that RP out, and it would have made it so that if Kyle didn't want to do it, he could pass the torch to someone else. Because now there's a group of RPers doing this together. Right? I just think it would enhance RP. And it would make it so that, you know, if you limit it, so only if you have property in this area can you do this thing. Only if you have a, you know, and maybe they're limited slots or however they want to do it, but, you know. Oh! My neck. Are you okay? Okay. I'm alright. I'm wearing a helmet.
Pumpkin.
Oh, it's a really big pumpkin, so I just have to put it in my lap, you know? If I put it on the seatbelt doesn't fit around it.
Is that you, Tilly?
Nope.
Who is it?
I get asked that every day. My name is Gigi.
Oh, hi, Gigi.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Everyone thinks I'm Tilly.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I understand why. When I heard her, I was like, oh my god. Is that me? Well, I hope you stay safe and you drive safe in this blizzard. Please don't crash.
You too.
Thank you. I'm just a pumpkin. Actually, let's go this way. Let's do this bank, and then I'll try to sell the groceries, and then I'll be good. Yeah, the pumpkins get snow on them. I like the snow. I wish it snowed in this game all the time, at least once a day. That's just me. 8728. Here we go. I got so much kickback this week because I did a bunch of roof running. Late at night. I'm also gonna get bank from just doing jobs with Apple late at night as well. He's like, I need a hack, or he calls me all the time now. Ugh. I look down for 1 second to eat. 1 second. I could pretend to be Tilly for a bank job. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I don't think our voices are that similar, but enough people have been like, is that Tilly? But I pretend I hear it all the time, but I've only heard it like a few times. But in character, I'm always like, where am I going? So in character, I'm always like, oh, people always say that. I am eating and driving. Alright, I know she buys like tomatoes and stuff, but... Hello, lady, do you buy pumpkins? Can we not sell stuff anymore? She won't buy my pumpkins. Whatever, man. She hates produce. She hates it. I don't have anything important in my car, right? So I can, let me check something. Let me check something, because we're gonna go over to Maine relatively soon. I know our dudes are doing a job. I could tell they're doing Polito, because she said they were gonna do Polito and they're out of range. Where was Andy's spot again? I don't remember. Her tent that she would sit at. She showed it to me, so in character Gigi should know this. It's not out here. Just so I know. It's not the one in Gorda over here, right? I wanted to leave something for Andy. Could someone tell me? She showed me in character. So Gigi knows this. So tell me which tent she was at. If any of you know. I'm gonna leave her a pumpkin. You're the Nunes colony. Okay, so it was. I was. Alright.
I got cut by my own knitting needle last night.
Okay.
The knitting circle was at my house this week too.
Our last order of business while I eat will be me leaving Andy something. Because Gigi's worried about Andy. Talk to Eve about Andy. She said Andy texted her. She's kind of going off the grid for a bit. Disconnecting, detaching. And then Gigi called Luch yesterday, and Luch was like, yeah, we did a card reading. And she was like, oh. So Gigi kind of has put two and two together and is pretty sure something is causing Andy to freak the fuck out, as she always does. Yeah, I love the local voice lines. Oh! I tried my best to hit the brakes. No, you're fine,
no,
you're fine.
you're fine. This thing does not turn.
Oh, I know.
Apologize, man.
Be safe, man. He went so gently flying. Tarot cards are the biggest enemy of Cyprus. Like, call Luch on Gigi, right? And have her be like, I gotta ban people from these card readings if they're causing problems. But then at the same time, he was like, maybe you should get one, like as the last one. And I had her be like, yeah, maybe I should just check. So I'm RPing her being really skeptical, but then if she gets told shit that feels like the truth to her, then she's gonna be like, holy fuck. Everyone needs these. We'll see. It'll depend on how the card reading goes. But here's the kicker. What I want to do is I don't know if Buddha will be around tomorrow. I want her to call Lang, because she knows Lang has gotten several, and be like, yo, do those work? Should I get one? And I'm not going to force the RP, but see if he'll go with Gigi to get the thing. But I think Gigi should go... Honestly, I think with Tony would be funny, too. But I want her to go with someone and not have it be like Luciana, like one of the same few South dogs, you know what I mean? That would be funny. Going a big spiral. Yeah, this character doesn't spiral, so it'd be funny. thing is, you can do anything with these interpretations, so. No, I don't want to go here. Cheech and Tony would be funny. It'd be really good. And then, what if we both get one and then we just fucking go crazy, we spiral like insanely. Maybe I finally call up Edgar. It's time. I can't trust anyone. I need to be with a real gangster. I need to work with someone who really knows what they're doing. Oh, going with Yuno would be funny. You're right. See if he's around. I know he's been around here and there. I'm not gonna force him, just to see who's there. Someone's real trustworthy like Edgar. People have been like begging me to get Gigi to interact with Edgar, but we have not run into each other once. People miss seeing me and Peppo. Scar, people miss seeing like Cypress and Peppo in general, but I'm not sure if this brings the Gaetano arc back around. Yeah, that's the thing, is this character's backstory is that she killed her husband. Ooh, snow down there and then like super, super stormy weather up here. Neato. Can I do this in the rain? This car? Nah, maybe not. It's not my ride, and the riding is still the best at climbing, like on the server. And Peppo has such good chemistry. You both like to talk at extreme lengths, so it worked perfectly. We had deranged conversations. Gigi was like goading him for not being able to figure out the toilet blueprint to get sink blueprint thing. Okay, I have to remember exactly where this tent was. Been to it 1,000 times. I liked Peppo on Jack a lot. I miss Jack, but I think Edgar's a great character for him too. Should I get Glenn a tarot reading? Oh my god. Oh my god, yeah. Glenn, I'm worried about you. Let me get you a reading. I think just getting one for Delver would be good too, though. Maybe Gigi can finally confide in her best friend Delver. She'll tell Delver and Eve how she's feeling. Okay, now I have to remember where the fuck this tent was. I believe... Is it there? It's on like one of the peaks nearby. God, I miss the nudist colony. I wish I could live here. Buy one of these houses. It's one of these. Higher up. Yeah, I remember being at it and you could just see like everything when you look down. King of the world moment. Oh, can I climb to it in this one? Get a little juice. I was looking right. I was looking right. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Right here. Our bearings. Please. Oh my god, the storming is making this impossible. We have to do it for Andy Jones. and then we snake up, Nice. Okay, was it right above there, or was it right over there? I don't think it was on one of the trails, right? It was off the trail from what I remember. You look for it. I wish this was my house. I wish I could buy this and live in this. It's so tiny, but it's so perfect. What is this? Oh, we'll just get a free gift box. I think it was Andy's shit up there. Yeah, this house is perfect. Oh, wish we lived in this colony. Oh. Wait. Please, please let me up the mountain. She does love Christmas. Andy loves Christmas, so, you know, it's a good sign. I believe it's this peak. Just heard a car. Why are police here? They're still there. Are they gonna RP? Garrick, I'm trying to leave something for Andy because she's living out in this tent for a while, but cops are here. Oh. I hear them. They're driving that way. Copy RP spot. They're there. It's 2 cops. They're gonna fight a woman with a pumpkin on the mountain alone. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm slipping. Oh my god. Okay, wait, they left. Okay. Okay. What would Andy like? Crouch walk? It's so good. Oh man, she would like the rock. You're so fucking right. Fuck it. She would love the rock. I was gonna say bandages to fix your broken heart, but I don't know if that's actually what her issue is, so. Okay, and sustenance. What? Bullet holes, blood holes in butt. Huh? Okay. I'm gonna leave these pumpkins with my DNA all over them. implying that this is her axe. Oh my god. Who the hell are these people? I gotta go. I gotta. Fuck! Shit, I gotta get out of here. I don't know what's going on up here, dude. I get down the mountain safely and not die. No here, so if I fall, I hit just the building. Okay. Okay, we gotta move a little. There's a car down there. What is going on? Okay, I'm going this way. First of all. I'm gonna break my car down in the fucking nudist colony. Yeah, I got the race car bed car. I got it a while back. Okay. God, I was gonna get a main, but now I have to call Luciano and be dramatic. Hey. Ouch. I just got away from, there were a bunch of weird cars and there were cops before that as well. I was just at Andy's tent. So I was gonna go to bed, but before I was gonna go to bed, I was gonna drop off a present for her and some pumpkins. Alright, so I go up there, and there are 2 cop cars rolling around, so I hide out and I just wait for them to leave. I go and start dropping stuff off. As I'm dropping stuff off, I look, there are bullet holes and blood in the seats around the campfire.
No.
Yeah, the Christmas bow that she had on one of the benches, bullet holes in it.
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't see her. There's nothing that I heard. And then after the cops left, there were just like 2 random cars. I think someone was in a gauntlet. Rolled up kind of nearby. They didn't see me, or I don't think they did, so I'm just driving away right now. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Okay, I'm on the way. I'll be right there.
Okay. Well, I'll be okay. I'm gonna go to my house in Polito and go to bed, I think. I don't know if you should check on it alone.
Wait, but she wasn't there?
No, I didn't see her. She wasn't in the tent or around the tent.
Okay, all right. I'm on the way.
Okay. I'm just gonna head up to my house because I don't want to be seen. I don't know. There were 2 cars. There's one at the roadway below, kind of like on near the nudist colony, and then there was one just rolling around on the mountaintop with 3 guys that were like just running around, maybe looking for something. I don't know. I might try calling her phone, but.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be careful.
All right. Stay safe. It's a park ranger vehicle. Is that a player in a park ranger vehicle or a local that just drives really shitty because it's on these roadways? I feel like it's a player. I want to explore this RP more, but I have to go to Maine. I'm supposed to only be on for an hour. Lucky, move! Army took an extra couple minutes, and then I wanted to wrap it up with this, but to be continued. Also, I'm eating right now. So I'm delaying so I can get my food in before I start. Dun, dun, dun. It does suck you in. There are days where fucking nothing happens, and then there are days where, like, everything is happening all at once all the time. Oh. Yeah.
Hey, so what else did you see? What else did you see?
Okay. Went up there, saw some, like, her hot cocoa, like, some of her stuff, you know, next to the tent. Her axe is still in the log there, you know, that's all normal. I saw 2 cars. I think one was a gauntlet, maybe, that was up on the mountaintop, and 3 people rolled up and got out of it, and were just kind of running around on the, like, that next peak down. So, not very far away. And they just looked like they were looking for something. They were running around. Before that, there were 2 cop cars checking the area. So I wonder if maybe, like, I don't know if it was an unrelated chase, but the problem is, on top of that, when I got there, there's blood splattered around near the campfire, and there are bullet holes and things in like, you know, the seats. So, I don't know if they're related, but that's why I was concerned, right?
Okay. All right, we're gonna check on it now.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry, I can't be around as long, but I'm gonna be around later. I'm gonna check up on it later too, and tomorrow as well. Just keep an eye.
I'll let you know if I find anything.
Yeah, just let me know.
All right.
All right, stay safe.
Yeah.
Ooh, spicy. Shit. I wish I found it earlier, then we could have launched on this for a while. But that is okay. Also, look, Eve decorated the guild lawn, and then I asked her to decorate mine as well, so she decorated my house. Who owns that house? So it's guild. Eve owns that one, I think, and then Alex's house right there, the little blue one. Who owns that one? Is that one of Sonia's houses, or? I won't park it up. Actually, no, it has parts in it. I will park it up. If I log in, I just have to remember that my car is here, so I have to wake up here. Oh, that's right. I have to move it over. Oh my god. Oh my god. Most annoying parking spaces in the world. There we go. Okay, so now if I go here, there's like 1 space right here and 1 car. If I go over here, that's where my outlaw is. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parking spaces. Get in because it's storming. I put Tony on the panel. I need to move the revolver and Harry's guns out of here though before I give him a key. But I was working on it a bit. I have to put stuff in this room, but I was moving stuff around, and then this is gonna be. See, this was gonna be just my office, but since he'll be living there, I made 2 streamer setups, and then this will be shelves for me to put like collectibles that I have. Yeah, I have Cheeto in there. And then I'm trying to make, so this was also my bedroom, so I shifted my bed over, and then I'm gonna, I'm gonna make it like his is smaller. I'm gonna put this here, and then like a screen, like maybe curtains. So he has like a, it looks like I tried to force a way for him to be able to have a spot to live, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna do curtains from the ceilings. I think that'd be cool. And then when you go in the closet, I'm working on this. You drop down, and this will be like a wine cellar, and then the back of the wine cellar, boom. Huge basement. How many houses do you have? This is my only house. I have 1 small commercial property that I was going to use for an events business, and I have the warehouse that I'm going to make into the Cypress Girls house. But this is the only one that's like just mine personally, has no use other than me living in it. And yeah. I don't think I'll keep this here. I don't think there will be a bathroom in here, but I was just, you know, placing it because I had a pre-made kit and it was heavy. But yeah. So, I am working on that. So, I'm making it look like it's 1 floor and then having the... I don't know if we'll keep this. I feel like the closet entrance is pretty good, though. And entering from this back corner is solid. I just heard cargo. Because this little nook, I wasn't sure what to do with it. So, I think we drop in here. I'll have some stuff. I might even make it look like, a bunker, like a bomb shelter. And then when you go to the back of it, you climb out of that, and then you're in here. Make it really elaborate. I don't know. A lot of the secret entrances I like doing, you have to go up for them, and I'm not used to doing ones where you go down, so I might rework that, but... Who's gonna live with you? I had a bet with Tony. I wasn't gonna have anyone live with me. I put a bunch of the OGs on the panel, and then the split happened, so I dramatically took them off the panel. I have to get some stuff ready for main, so I'll talk while I do that. And then I made a bet with Tony that if he won a certain race, I would just, give him a key. So now I'm outfitting it so that at least he can live there. And then over time, if more people want to live here, I'm just going to keep doing the same thing. We're going to add more computer setups. Keep cramming them in to make it like a LAN room. And then I'm going to keep adding more beds. And, you know. So that might be like the start of me just like slowly, like Yuno will probably end up living here as well. And I'll probably place a bed down and a computer for him. And you know what I mean? But I want it to look like it was supposed to be. It was meant to be one person living here, and then slowly I added people in. I don't want to make new rooms for them, you know what I mean? That way it, like, fits the RP. No. Gigi and Tony are friends. They are friends. There was a joke early on. Not even a joke, it was just happening in RP where Tony did propose to Gigi early on. It was never like that, though. It was that the boys had pulled him into the basement of the Southside house and were berating him for not being locked in, being a guppy instead of a hammerhead shark, you know, this whole thing. It was one of my favorite moments of RP. And they're just cooking him. And he realizes, he's like, I can't lock in and make a lot of money because you need a partner to do shit with all the time. And he knew he was doing stuff with me all the time. And he saw that Octo was making bank, and they kept comparing him to Octo, and he was like, but Octo has Kitty, which is Octo's wife. So then he proposes to Gigi, and is like, I need a wife, I want to be like Octo. So it was like, so it happened, but it was like him not wanting to be poor and thinking that this would save him. It was one of the funniest things ever. God, yeah, I want to be rich like Octo. It's one of my favorite scenes. And then I had Gigi go, what the fuck are you doing? And then run away and be like, no, and jump into the water and try to ocean dump herself, but it didn't work because she could swim. It was such a good day. That was so fucking funny. But ever since that, like, you know, some people got weird about it and they were like, they should get married. And I'm like, no. I think doing RP like that between characters can be fun if you keep it comedic. So as long as it can be kept comedic, I think things like that are fine. But if it's hard to keep it comedic, then it's like, you know, because some people get weird about it. So setting my shit up. I'm gonna do 2D today. I'm gonna alternate 2D and 3D where I can, because it is annoying to wear the suit every day. Where she can say do is say no, and then she runs away screaming. Yeah. Oh, it was so fun. And then the thing that I have Gigi do, like as a callback to that RP, is whenever things are like not going well for her and she's like upset, I'll always have her complain to someone, and I'll have her throw in a remark and be like, I should have just married him back then. Things would have been better. Like, I have her, like, regret it. Not because she likes him like that, but because she's just like, it would have been so easy. And she's like, getting the vision of, like, the marriage for money thing, you know? Or, like, for ease of life. So I don't know if you guys have noticed that much, but I have her say it to the girls sometimes. She'll drop it and she'll be like, you know, he proposed to me once, ha ha ha, you know, right? And then sometime later she'll be like, I should have just gone with that. My life would have been so much easier. I wouldn't have been lonely. Like I have her complain a little, only when she's like drunk or something, like never normally, or when she's like, you know, real sad. And that stuff is always so funny for me to do, but it's just me trying to, I have to give this character something to feel bad about. So I think doing it like that is funny. Otherwise she's too chill. She could have been a Dawn wife. Right? That could be a funny thing to spiral about. If I had said yes, I could have just automatically been like in the north instead. Sophia would have stayed south. It would have been fine. Oh, man. Funny as fuck if I had her spiral about that. I haven't. She's not currently spiraling about that, for the record. Just would have been funny. Oh. Hold on. Banger alert. Oh my god. Delver without makeup is scary. Max has been running his bar in, Grapeseed. Yeah, Delve is on his baddie arc, and that's why he doesn't have the makeup on now. Freaks me out. Alright, hold on. Let me set up my, my shit and finish my food here so we can go to main. Are you hearing a door? No. I have to get everything set up before I raid into the other channel. Because if I raid myself and my other channel isn't live, so if I'm live here, I stay live while the raid happens, and I'm not live there, it dumps out all the mobile viewers. But if I go offline here first and then the raid pops after and I'm already live over there, they get raided in over there. It's very weird. So now I do my setup first. I don't really think it makes that much difference, but we're expendable. No. No. I'm not one of those people who does absolutely everything for my chat. The community also involves me, you know? But my chat is not expendable. That's crazy. It's more of a collaborative thing than me doing everything for you guys, or you guys just me expecting you to like everything I do. You know what I mean? What's Glorion? Remember the Police Academy 2 scene where the dude picks up chocolate from a trash bin and eats it? Yeah, why? Okay, I think we are mostly set up. Just funny. Yeah, it was a banger. Switch give you the ratio of mobile viewers. Yeah, and mine has only gone up over time. So I like to consider that more and more. That's why I consider it, is because I think like 40% now of the people that watch me are watching on mobile. So I try to be considerate of that, you know? Because people will be like, oh, you rated your main channel, I didn't even realize, I thought you weren't live, blah, blah. So, you know, for those people, I'm trying to, like, do the thing.
Oh, good luck. There's cats and dogs.
The cat just ate Luciano and threw grenades at us! We're coming down, we're in a car. We're just saying, Luciano's missing his midsection, and the cat threw grenades at us.
The cat ate his ass. We're sliding down the hill.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
What are they saying on the radio?
Relax! No, 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 no!
What is happening?
Shoot the cat, hold the dog.
Shoot the cat?
No.
Okay, you know, I'll watch their VODs later. They're talking about grenades.
Thanks for pushing for the cargo crate. We are not cargo pushers.
Maybe it is a murder kitty. This VOD is gonna be gold. Oh my god. It's always the most fun days I have to leave. Alright, I think we are good now. Yeah, I'll check Buddha's VOD later. I will. Yeah, you can tell they got closer if you can because of the range. Well, as far as they know, Gigi went to bed, so. Okay, I set my stuff up. I'm gonna go live on the other channel. Okay. So I'm gonna hit stop streaming here, and I'll see you there in like a schminute, alright? Bye-bye, everybody! Bye-bye!